god. So, y'all. Oh my god. Alright. If you didn't know, I've got big news. Um, so I thought I would come in and celebrate. Celebrate good time, come on. Yeah. Anyway. So hooray. Hooray! Alright. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. I really should not be awake right now, but it was kind of too big a deal to like not pop on. Bare minimum. So I passed my test today, which means I can go back to working under my license. Now I still have to get it like updated, because it's got to be in the system, but it's done. Like it's done. And let me tell you that I was sweating, like worrying about this test all friggin' day. I was there on time. I like studied as much as I was going to be able to, like everything. But my brain was just like, hey, I know that you want us to keep this information, but we don't really feel like it. So what's going to happen is we're just not. And I've been freaking out and stressing about whether I was even going to remember anything. Now, the reality is, for what I was testing for, I've done the job. I've done the job for a really long time. I know how to do the things. I know that I know how to do the things. But I'm not necessarily a good test taker. Like, honestly. So I was not feeling real great about, like, even doing it. Like, I really wasn't. And so now it's done, and now I don't have to worry about it. And let me tell you, I'm not giving up that license until that shit is irrelevant. And then I still might think twice about it. I gotta be honest with you. Because honestly, that was a freaking nightmare. I was so stressed out about it. And like, that's not what I want for myself. I don't want to be worried about stuff so much. So I did it, and of course I had to tell Bestie, and then I had to tell wife, and then I told Juice and Gumby and New Guy, because they were all like in on me, like taking the test and doing stuff and like making it, and so I wanted to let them know that I did it, and I was excited, and I needed to fucking tell somebody. And now I'm telling y'all. Now, yeah. So here we are. I did it. And I put in for my name change so that the records will be up to date and accurate, which means my license will reflect what my name is actually supposed to be, what's on my ID, what I will be practicing under. And so, like, everything's freaking done. It's amazing. Let me tell you, though, I was stressing out all freaking day. And then one of my coworkers was like, oh, I know you had it, like, God was looking out for you. And I'm just like, I'm not a God person, but thanks. Yeah. Woo! So, and the thing with it is, it's not like I don't know the information. I absolutely do know the information. But that doesn't mean that my brain's not going to dump it all out, you know? especially when I'm nervous. Shit. Now, we had to take the test in pairs because it was demonstrating that you knew how to do a task, right? And you needed a partner. And so that you could be graded properly, that meant, right, that your partner was not going to be the person who was grading you. Now, the person who was working with me, bless their heart, they were having a hard time. And I know leaving out if they didn't pass, and I feel so, like, bad on their behalf. Because I can understand exactly why they were having trouble. It was completely reasonable. Personally, I was going back and forth trying to just remember everything. And I've done this stuff for years. So, like, I know what to do. Like, if you were to just drop me in a live scenario where, like, I was actually taking the time to do the actual steps in real life, I wouldn't have had any problems. But it's different when you're testing because, you know, you're getting graded. And that really does make a difference. So, I know the other person did not pass because we had to complete everything inside of a specific period of time, and I know they didn't. And I feel really bad for them because I know they're going to have to do this again. And I'm hoping that now, having gone through it, that they're more prepared and they can, like, relax and not freak out or forget things, but, like, for their sake. Because from what they were saying while they were demonstrating, I really feel like they would be good at the job, and I think it would really suck to not accept someone into a position just because under strenuous circumstances they were nervous, right? So, hopefully it works out for them. But I'm done with my part. I don't have to do this anymore. And that means tomorrow, first thing, I get to reach out and contact the person that I really want to work for and be like, hey, I'm ready. All I'm waiting for is the freaking registry to be updated. So, like, I'm ready. And that's great because that means that the tension that I'm dealing with and the position that I just took is not going to be an issue here soon. So that's awesome. So excited. So excited. Y'all just don't know. I have been, like, freaking out all day. And I'm so glad that it's over now. And I don't have to worry about it. I didn't set myself up for a whole lot of, like, stuff here. It looks like I've only got one of those. No, I've got two of those. I don't know how I get these, right? Like, I know I get them from doing a thing, but I don't remember what it is now. I think one of them is from harvesting stuff. But I don't know if it's just anything. If it's just all the things or, like, certain things. I don't know. Okay, so yeah. So, here we are. Here we are. That is such good news. Especially since this entire first week of this new position, I've had something or other go wrong. Um, I also just found out that I got paid. Um, I believe earlier than I was supposed to, and I don't know if they facilitated that to help me out, because you can pay people early, or what. Like, I don't know. Um, or if they're doing it because of the holiday, or what. I have no idea. But if that's what my paycheck is going to look like, that's great. Because that paycheck is like 2/3 of what one paycheck for 2 weeks looked like, and that's for a week. So, like, yeah, getting paid more matters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell the new guy, but like, dude, like this paycheck was like, it felt like a real paycheck. That's so terrible, though. But for real, that's what it's like. So that's exciting. But I definitely need to acknowledge that that happened because I have a feeling that that's not normal. That usually it takes people longer to get paid. And it's awesome that it's not taking me longer to get paid. So, yay. So, hurrah. Now, have I seen more of those blue things? I totally have. There's one up here. Ha 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 ha. These things look like little egg cups, honestly. I know they're like flower things. They totally look like egg cups. Mm-hmm. I've been watching Chicago Fire, by the way, finally. Wow. Like, wow. Okay. Fucking heavy on the drama. Straight out the gate, by the way. I was not expecting, like, big major shit to happen at the very beginning of the series, but they didn't pull any punches with that. I'm like, holy shit. Yo, guy. Okay. Okay. So. Which means. Cool. So, yay! Now I don't know what to do with myself. I was supposed to be asleep. I was going to be asleep, and then, like, I checked it one more time, and it was like, your results are in. And I checked them, and honestly, I just stared at those results. I just kept staring at them, like, trying to put together in my mind what I was looking at. Like, did this just say I passed? I'm like, that's what it looks like it says. And I'm like, it's totally what it looks like it says. Let's read it again to make sure. And it's like, nope, you definitely passed. And I was like, woohoo! So that was nice. Very nice. I've been worrying about that all day, though, which is not pleasant. I don't like worrying about things, especially things I can't do anything about. Like, I try really hard not to. It doesn't always work. Okay, let's just be real here. We'll say it usually doesn't work. But I try. And I try because I understand that, like, actively worrying about something doesn't change anything. Like, it doesn't fix anything. And, oh, there we go. Coconuts! Because it doesn't fix anything, it's not a constructive action, and, like it doesn't solve problems, and if I could do something instead that, like, solves a problem, then that's, like, a good use of my time, right? I think so. I low-key hate these beehives. I gotta be honest with y'all. Now, I just want to say that I was good. I totally remembered to turn my sound off and put my phone on Do Not Disturb before we started playing today. So yay. By the way, I'm hoping to be back to our regularly scheduled programming. I know that I've kind of dropped the ball, but in my defense, I have had so much stuff going on that I don't think it's not realistic for me to have kept up with certain things. Like, no flawless victory over here. So, and I know that, talk is cheap. Especially because I've been keeping a low profile about exactly what I've been doing. And part of that is a matter of, like, confidentiality, because I'm going to be... Where I'm going to be working is basically of, like, a sensitive nature, and I need to keep a low profile. And in general, I'm very recognizable. You're not gonna mistake me for somebody else. And I'm only gonna get more recognizable as time goes on. And I know that. So I'm trying to be mindful of that to kind of mitigate things as much as possible. So, as much as I'm not one for standing on ceremony, especially with, like, reputation and stuff like that, it is important. Like, whether I like it or not, it is gonna... Oh no! Damn. Premature merge! Alright. Oh, stop it. Let's see what we can do here. Because... I really was hoping... Okay, so what do we have here? No, stop it, shovel. Alright. Okay, so I don't think we have any more silver coins. These can go here. Seriously? Damn. Oh, I'm having trouble, y'all. Alright, didn't I see some silver ones? I sure did. Alright. So, next, what are we going to do with these? Think I have any more of those. Let's put this here. Mostly because I don't want stuff going there. Mostly. I don't know the next time I'm gonna get one of these. I'll probably put that over there too. It's like weird beehive business. So oh my gosh, why are you being such a butthead? Yeah, so the whole thing with this licensure though meant like I was stuck. So I guess those of you who are joining and don't know what's what, right? I used to work at a garage. I don't anymore. I managed to get out. Yay me. Initially, I started working at the garage because that was the only option I had ahead of me. I had tried to get into the trades, specifically construction, electrical, and HVAC. That did not work. I just like straight failed. Hardcore. For like over a year and a half. And while I like to think I have a reasonable amount of staying power, I also like to think that I know when to, like, give up the goat, as it were. Okay? Because as it was, nothing was happening. I wasn't moving forward. Didn't, like, have any leads that were even remotely promising. Normally I wouldn't deal with this, but I've got this right here. Boom. Shakalaka. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, like I like to think I'm a pretty hardy plant when it comes to most things. But I also know when like just something's not working out. And if it's not working out, then you know, sometimes that means readjusting, and sometimes that readjustment may be literally going in another direction. So, yeah, so here we are. But the trades weren't working out. And I really did. I really tried, and I can't tell you why it didn't work out. I have no idea. All I know is it wasn't working out, and I couldn't just wait for things to happen. So there we are. Anyway, that finally happened, and I was like, woohoo! But I got out with a contingency that I was going in a specific direction, and really I was just waiting for that to pan out. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And this is really like what I was waiting for. Okay, we're gonna be naughty. Because we have this. And this stuff matters. Because this is for Castle Mermaid. And we need to get it done. But, I'm having a hard time with my storytelling. Probably because I'm doing something else. My brain's like, trying to fritz out. It's a little too much going on. So, yeah. Anyway. TLDR. I left the medical field ages ago. For reasons. Lots of reasons. But I left, and I was glad to go. Like, I wasn't upset. It was a dead-end job for me at that point. There was no room for advancement. What I needed to do to advance, I couldn't do. And I was stuck. And I didn't want to remain stuck. So, the only answer was to do something else. Well, I chose that route. And that meant, honestly focusing on some other things that, in varying degrees have and have not panned out. I wouldn't go so far as to say things haven't worked out at all. But it's not quite going in the pace or in the direction that I started with. And for me, that's become a problem because I need stuff to happen, right? I need to get things done. And so I'm now just looking into what's a realistic, way to go about that. So anyway, I ended up getting training in the trades and tried that route. And the training I got, basically, I found out after the fact, really didn't mean anything as far as anybody hiring me would consider. So because of that, it was like I had done nothing. Which kind of sucked because I totally had done more than nothing. And I understand that certain things are just not really accepted or counted or held in high regard, but damn. So, now we know. Anyway, I went another whole ass direction, and now I find myself here, back in healthcare, and with definitely an adjusted direction. But the direction that I'm planning on has possibility and flexibility, which apparently are really big things for me as far as things I'm willing to accept. it's got flexibility, like, I can make it work. If it doesn't, there's no fixing that. So that's cool. Yay! I don't even know what to do with myself, though. Like, I've been fighting to make this particular situation resolve, and now it is, and I'm like, okay, it's done. Now what? Which is terrible, but, like, seriously, that's where we are. What? I'm trying not to accidentally, like, harvest things. Oh. Can we, like... And this is how I have no diamonds. Okay, so we have these. Oh, man. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Oh, sweet. So, hooray! Yeah, I had to call everybody that knew I was doing it and be like, I did it! It's a nice little influx of congratulations from people. Don't get me wrong, I know that I'm smart. And so, I was going to make this happen one way or another. That does not mean it wasn't a tense situation. You know? Because I do. Oh my gosh, do I. Things I don't want to know for 200, Alex. How difficult this whole situation was. What are we looking at? Mm-hmm. Alright. Looks like... Looks like... Boom. Woohoo! I finished watching The Whole Truth today. Oh my god, that's so fucked. I'm gonna tell Gumby about it. Like, oh my god, guy, you gotta watch this. Actually, I don't know. He might have told me that he'd already seen it. I can't remember now that I'm thinking about it. 'Cause of course not. In the world would I remember relevant information? Am I only allowed to game for like half an hour? Because it's kind of what it's looking like. Does anybody else think that looks like a Dorito? Because I do. What's taters, precious? Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Alright. That's not what I meant to do. Extra points if you know the source material without looking up. Even more points if you know where I got it from, which is not the source material. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Mega. Mega Scott. Howdy hoo. I'm just doing a little celebration because I passed my test and now I can move on to the next phase of things. Oh yeah. Definitely deserves celebration cheesecake now. Ooh. Ooh. So, I had Taco Hill earlier. I needed something to eat and I hadn't eaten all day, and that test like drained my brain. I'm so glad it's over though. Now I don't have to worry about it. And I've already got a plan in place for making sure this doesn't happen again. I'm probably gonna offer to work like PRN at some place on the regular just to keep my license active until I get a credential that like outweighs it. And the next one I'm getting isn't really gonna outweigh it, but because it was so hard to get the one that I just got back, I'm not gonna give it up soon. That doesn't make good sense. I swear I had a bunch of these. There you go. Okay, that's nice. Yes, I have these. Ha ha ha. This is awesome. I love it when I can go on like merge binges like that. Oh my gosh. So, if it wasn't for the fact that it was super late, I would contact the human that I need to talk to. That, and I also just need to like wait for some paperwork to go through. Paperwork. Alright, let's go and see what's going on over here. Because I have gotten, look, 12 new animals, 2 boxes, and 1 star. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to go to sleep soon. The Jabberwocky. most over here, huh? Look at all these animals and whatnot. Okay, so things are finally looking my way. The possibility? Oh goodness. Oh man. Okay. That's not all the tree. That's not strawberry plants actually. It's not trees. I want to make sure I get them all together. Hey everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Ooh. Is that all of it? I think it is. Okay, so let's see. What have we here? I think I give up on that. My brain's starting to melt. But first, let's clean these. Alright, so I appreciate you popping in and hanging out while I kind of rambled-gook and played this game and filled my game board up because that's how I do. So long, farewell, Effie Justine, and good night. And you have a nice evening.